So what are some of the skills involved in raising a good, solid family? Communication is number one. Every member of the family has to know that they have a voice and that their voice is respected. Every person in the family has to know that their opinions count, that the family is a democracy, that if there's an issue, they can put it on the table. And that's what's so important about the dinner table. It's not just a place for the evening meal. No, it's a place to bring out all the issues, to talk about the day, to share experiences, to ask questions and hope for answers around the dinner table. Now, in today's society, there are a lot of broken homes, divorced parents that share custody of the kids. How do you raise good, solid kids when they're split between two households? Make sure the philosophies in both households are compatible. Now, obviously, the reigning philosophies are different. That's why the home is split. But for you parents facing this kind of challenge, put away the personal differences and develop one set of philosophies by which to raise the kids. Why? Because if you don't, the kids will be a mess. One set of rules for one house, another set of rules for another house. No, you can't do this, because if you do, the kids will grow up confused as to what's right and what's wrong. So regardless of how your household is set up, make sure that communication plays a vital role. Everybody needs a voice. Everybody has to be heard. And everybody has to acknowledge that everyone else's voice counts. That's number one, communication. Here's number two in raising a solid family, activity. There was a study done a while back that surveyed a large group of happy families, and here's what they all had in common. First thing, they made a regular habit out of eating dinner together as often as possible. Second thing, they were all involved in one physical activity or another, walks, tennis, swimming, basketball. They planned family physical fitness activities. Third thing, they made a regular habit of spending Sunday mornings in church. And the fourth common denominator between successful families, the parents scheduled quality, personal time together. Alone. So why would the parents' personal time affect the entire family so dramatically? Because when the parents are happy with each other and invest in each other, they present a unified front to the kids. Personal time together, it's important. So the second key in raising a solid family is activity. Outside activity, planned activity, bike rides in the summer, ski trips in the winter, boating, fishing, trips to the zoo, frisbee in the yard, baseball, softball, basketball, whatever interest your family has, make sure you take time to schedule these kinds of activities, outside activities, on a regular basis. And then schedule inside activities, doing things together at home on a regular basis. If you've got a young family that's gotten used to plopping down in front of the TV during every spare moment, start weaning them off this activity one day a week. Plan one evening a week without the TV. And during this time, read together, work on household projects together, go through the family picture albums and videos together, plan vacations together. Start a family journal. Write in it once a week what all you did, where all you went, and what all you saw, and how all you felt. Family journals are a wonderful way of tracking the growth of your family and the growth of your kids. When you look back on these family journals, you'll find they're one of the greatest treasures you have. And here's another fun way to log the history of your family. A friend of mine tells that when she was a kid, one of three, in a family where sibling rivalry was at its height, her parents used to hide a tape recorder under the dining room table every so often and tape the family dinner conversation. Wow, those kids get together now and have a great time with this stuff. They're grown now, but when they look back and listen to their upbringing, it has a way of rekindling the family bond. And here's the third most important key to raising a strong, healthy family with bonds that'll last a lifetime. a spiritual connection. Now, I know that your beliefs are your own, and whether or not you call the power behind our existence God or not is entirely up to you. But whatever your faith is, whatever your beliefs are, share them with your family, share them with your children. Make time frequently to discuss the spiritual aspects of life. Give your kids the opportunity of choice by giving them a basis of knowledge. There are all sorts of wonderful programs at churches these days, aside from the Sunday sermon that's so valuable. There's Sunday school for kids, vacation, Bible school, camping trips, family outings, weekly Bible studies, picnics, plays, musicals, concerts. If you're searching for a new church home, visit several churches to find out which one is right for you. There are many things you can do with your family to build strong bonds and healthy relationships. The tips I gave you are just a few. You may have other ideas, and that's great. Just remember that the more energy you expend on your family, the more time and attention you give to your family, the more love and attention you'll receive in return. Your children will love you unconditionally when they're young. Just make sure that when they grow up and know better, that you've given them a reason to continue their unconditional love. So be together with your family. Go to church together, spend time together, talk with each other. Get to know your children, who they are, what their dreams are, their visions of the future. Get to know your children. They're not just miniature versions of you. They're special little people with their own personalities. The greatest satisfaction after a productive day's work, the greatest satisfaction is coming home to a harmonious family.